the beginning?
You can. Come around if you want to. But you want to say good morning? Okay. I'll tell you when. We'll give it a few minutes here. Nobody's with us yet.
No, we're not on for a couple more minutes.
Good morning, Dory. Say hi to my friend Dory.
Hi, Dory.
Hi, Edie.
Hi. Why can't we see them?
Oh, because it's not that kind of video. Happy Saturday to you. They can just send us messages. Good morning, Tina. Oh, we'll give it a few minutes. And then you can ring the bells.
Guys, look.
Good morning, Adrian. No, not quite now.
Look.
Hola, Jill. She's practicing all the way from Baja.
Baja? Where in Baja? Baja de la Norte.
Adrian says, good morning, Jenny and Fletcher.
When can I ring the bell?
Let's give it 2 more minutes and then we'll ring the bell. We're mixing things up this morning. Gonna practice from home today. I realized there were more people practicing in the dance studio or using the dance studio than I thought. So we're shifting gears a little bit and we're gonna give Carrie's Cats and Dogs a run for their money this morning. We'll see how it goes.
Why can't we see their faces?
Because it's not that kind of video. It's a video where it goes one way and they can send messages like you see coming up. All right.
Now.
It's 8:01. All right, you want to go stand in the center of the mat and you can ring it 3 times. So my lovely assistant is going to bring us to class this morning with 3 nice slow chimes. Thanks, buddy. See you in a bit.
Okay.
All right. And I have a very loud dog who might bring us back to reality as we practice. We'll see how it goes this morning. All right. Well, good morning. Good morning. Happy Saturday. I have to kind of get used to, I'm going to just make sure that I can hear and everything and I'm facing the right way. All right. Great. Oh, gosh. It's funny. The first class I taught online felt so weird. And then they started, the next couple were okay. And this morning I feel a little weird again. Just getting used to a new setup, I guess. So anyhow, we know that we can get used to strange new setups, can't we? So I hope that this morning finds you all well, and we're on our mats, so that's a great gift for sure. And it looks like up here in the mountains we might get a little bit of snow, so a little bit more moisture to fuel our beautiful valley and surrounding areas, so it'll be good. Let's close our eyes and come to a comfortable seat. Let's just bring the hands to prayer pose as we start. Tuning into the flow of your breath. And not necessarily working to fix it or change it, but just paying attention. Feeling the body breathing in, feeling the breath moving out. After your next exhale, let's release the fingertips and just bring our fingertips to our mats. And feel your spine lengthen gently. Shoulders soften and widen. And again, just feeling kind of like you're plugging into the earth with your fingertips. Feel that sense of connection, that sense of rootedness. We'll begin to soften the belly to allow our breath to lengthen. Expanding on the inhale and softening as we exhale. Allowing your breath to be full, but also tuning into the ease of it all. So not forcing it so aggressively that it feels like major work. So allow yourself to soften into it so that your body has space to expand as you inhale and to soften as you exhale. On your next exhale, let's go ahead and bring the hands back to the heart, and we'll soften the head towards the hands. And we'll take a moment to offer gratitude for one very specific thing in your life right now. So whatever it is, however simple, or maybe it's really broad, but just get really clear with yourself. What is one thing that you are truly grateful for? And allow that gratitude to rest in the very center of the heart. And then take another moment to dedicate your practice to someone, or maybe a group of folks, someone in your life perhaps who needs healing, who needs extra light, or maybe it's somebody who's been holding you steady, and maybe it's somebody that you miss. But again, get very clear and feel the energy, feel the spirit of that person, and let that energy just surround you in your seat. Feel yourself connected to that other being. And let's weave our collective voice together by chanting Om together, and we're going to send it out to, well, I know we have to go at least as far as Baja this morning, maybe further. We'll send those vibrations, send our loving energy, and just allow that vibration to dance with all the other vibrations being sent out. Let's take a deep breath in. And when you're ready, opening your eyes to have a soft gaze around you, but allow yourself to really register the light that's coming in around you. We're going to play today with movement and stillness. We're going to do a lot of flowing today, and then contrasting the outer movements of the body with moments of pause and of stillness. I know we all have had, and I'm sure at this point we've been in this situation for a while, so our responses have started to vary. I know some people said, oh, the first week I got so much done, I was organizing and cleaning, and then the second week I couldn't move, and I think we all have had, different experiences, and I know some folks that are tuning in are still working, and so there's that activity, and like lots of that adds so much more, especially those of you that are working from home and trying to homeschool, and just all of the crazy elements of this time. But in our practice today, we're going to just ride the waves of movement and of stillness, and just really encouraging ourselves to be present with what comes up in both of those experiences. All right, let's come to standing. And just coming into mountain pose, allowing yourself shoulders to settle wide across the space of the back. Feeling a sense of groundedness, of rootedness. Feel your weight evenly settling on the inner and the outer edges of your feet. Feeling the crown of the head floating forward and up so that the spine can lengthen and widen. Let's release the palms down, facing forward. And on your next breath in, let's inhale and reach the arms up. As we exhale, soften to the heart and just round the upper back, looking towards the hands, towards the heart. From there, we'll inhale and reach back up. Exhale, soften the knees as you forward fold. Inhale to come halfway up, lift and lengthen. Exhale, soften the knees, release your body forward. With easy knees, we'll roll ourselves back through to standing, stacking the vertebra of the spine. Reach your arms wide, take it all the way back to upward salute, and draw it right down the center line, standing nice and tall. Inhale as we reach up and back. Exhale, soften to the heart, round the upper spine. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Lengthen on the inhale. Soften on the exhale. Easy knees. We'll roll ourselves through. Really reach right through the fingertips. Really reach like you mean it all the way up. And take it to the heart. Let's do that one more time. Inhale as we root down. Reach up nice and strong in the legs. Soften in the heart. Release through the neck. Ooh, yeah. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway up as you breathe in. Soften as you breathe out. Easy knees, rolling yourselves up. Reaching the arms wide, take it all the way through. Hands come to the heart. Inhale to reach up again. This time as the arms come down, we'll just release the fingertips along the center line. Soften your chin, your neck, and the hips, the knees, the ankles. We're just going to pour our bodies forward, rolling down into the forward fold this time. Take your feet a little bit wider. Knees stay soft. Go ahead and grab a hold of your elbows. Let your head release. Woo, and hang out. Nice big breath. Can shake your head no a little bit. Can give yourself a little sway from side to side. Shifting your weight. Let your spine kind of follow that sway. And releasing the arms down to the mat. Keeping those knees soft. Excuse me. We're going to open towards the right. So open the hip and just peel that right arm up. As you exhale, we'll soften back down. So if you need a prop, if you need a little support, go ahead and grab one and lift yourself up a little higher. We're going to just follow our breath moving from side to side. So inhaling as you open, exhale as you come through the center. Let the hips shift first. Belly opens, heart opens. Arm reaches, exhale, and release. And let's do that one more time each side. Inhale as you spiral open. Exhale as you fold back. Nice big breath here. And the next time you're in the center, let's root down into the legs. Lift the body, Ardha Uttanasana, that half forward fold. Really reaching the body nice and long. Stand strong in your legs. Power down into the strength of your foundation. Take one more breath here. Get long, get wide. As you exhale, bend your knees. Drape the body forward. And let's roll ourselves through to standing. Inhaling as we reach up. Exhale. Hands come to the heart. And right here with that little bit wider stance, go ahead and place the hands on the heart. Close your eyes and just take a moment. Feel your body breathing. Feel your heart beating. Feel the energy, hopefully, starting to move through the body. And go ahead and step your feet underneath you. On your next breath in, release the hands, open your eyes, look up as you reach up. And we're going to exhale and just peel that right side. Push down into the feet. Inhale, come through the center. So right arm reaches bright as the left arm releases. Inhale to come through, root down. Exhale, let the head release, let that whole right side be nice and easy. Inhale through and exhale as you peel and release. Inhale to reach up, look up. Stand strong on your feet. Really push down into your mat. Feel your fingertips reach brightly. Arms are going to open wide. Take the thumbs to the low back. Roll the shoulders. Hug your elbows. Offer your beautiful heart forward and up. Softening the space between the collarbones. Feeling a sense of ease between the eyebrows. Softening the hinge of the jaw. Keep that heart lifting. We're going to reach the arms back up. Exhale, come right down into chair. Inhale, heart opens, wings stretch wide. Exhale, back to the heart. Following your breath. Inhale, open. Exhale. Come back. And one more time. Open that heart. Look up, reach up. And exhale. Let's just take a moment in our chair pose. Let's take a moment of stillness right here, feeling our strength. Draw the belly button in just a little bit. We don't want to super scoop the tail, and we don't want to exaggerate the back bend, but just try to find a space right in between. It's been wonderful. We're starting to see signs of the winged ones around our house. The chickadees are here. They're so sweet, flittering around, very busy. Inhale, let's reach the arms up. Exhale, sit just a little deeper. From there, inhale, stretch up, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Lengthen on the breath in. Soften as you exhale. Take those knees easy. We're going to twist gently open to the right as we inhale. Exhale, fold it back down in. Hips shift first, belly follows, spiral it open, and exhale down. Let's go one more time each side. Opening the heart. Exhale to fold back in. Inhale as you reach. Exhale to soften. From there, let's take the left leg back into lunge. I'm actually going to come to this side. Left leg back to lunge. Again, if you need to, you can use your lift or your support to bring yourself up a little higher. Give yourself room to work with. Softening the space of the hips, easing across the shoulders. On your next breath in, we're going to lift the hips, scoop the belly around your spine. Exhale to take it back in. Inhale, really lifting into the space of the back. Draw the belly button in. Exhale, lengthen your body, head from heel. We're going to do that one more time. Don't worry about how straight that front leg is. Feel the movement of the spine, most importantly. From there, let's plant our hands and step back to down dog. And just rock your dog here. Shift your weight, spread your fingertips, press into the front edge of the hands. Feel lots of energy in the hands and the space of the arms. And you can bend your knees deeply and kind of shift your hips from side to side. Always recommended. And bending your knees deeply. Exaggerate the reach through the spine. So really reach back through the sits bones. From there, we're going to lift the spine like we're coming into cat pose. So round the spine, look to your belly, and then push your heels back and let your spine unfurl coming forward into plank. Let's take 3 rounds of breath right here. If you need to soften to your knees, that's fine. One more big breath in. As you exhale, go ahead and bend the elbows and we'll soften down onto our bellies. Let's take the arms alongside the body. Spread your toes, press the tops of your feet down. Let's inhale and lift into a little Shalabhasana on the top half. Exhale and we'll soften down. So just allowing the spine, inhale to peel up, and exhale to soften down. Keep pressing into your hands gently. Press the tops of the feet down gently. Inhale one more time. Exhale and release. Let's take the hands underneath the shoulders. Tuck your toes. Make your way back. Down dog. Let's inhale and reach the your right leg back behind you. Step that right leg forward. Softening and widening across the shoulders. Let the crown float forward, heel reaching back. So you should be on your second side of lunge here. And I think I am not. So if you're not, step switch or jump switch, my apologies. Feel yourself lengthening. On your next breath in, float the hips round the spine, look to your belly. As you exhale, lengthen head away from heel. Inhale, float it up around the spine. And one more time, float it up. Plant your hands. Step back to downward facing dog. Rock your heels. I forgot to mention that not only am I practicing at home, I'm practicing in a very small home that is very open to everything. We only have one bedroom that closes off, so welcome to life here. Oh my goodness. From your down dog, go ahead and bend your knees and stretch your sits bones way back behind you. Getting long in that spine, pushing away from your hands. From there, lift in the belly, scoop around the spine, look towards your belly, push your heels back behind you, roll yourself forward. Long body. And again, you're welcome to soften to your knees. Let's take 2 more rounds of breath. Really push into your mat, push away from the floor. And on your next exhale, you can soften to your knees if you need to. If you want to take a chaturanga, you're welcome to, or you can just melt down to your belly. Arms are going to come alongside, palms face down. Again, lifting in the belly, press your pubic bone down gently. Let's inhale and float the legs up this time. And then we'll exhale and release them down. Inhale, float the legs. Exhale and release. We'll do that one more time. Hands come underneath the shoulders. Make your way back. Downward facing dog. Bending your knees, we're just going to baby step one little step forward. Feel the stretch. Take another little step forward to stretch. Take your time as you walk up the center of your mat. Soften your knees as you need to. Come onto the fingertips as you need to. And we'll just slowly walk ourselves into forward fold at the front edge of your mat. Let's inhale, coming halfway up once you're there. Exhale, bend your knees, drape your body forward. Rooting down strong into the legs. Inhale, come all the way through. Upward salute, reach up brightly. And we'll exhale to take the hands to the heart. Inhale, reaching up and back. Exhale, peel that right side, left side reaches brightly. Inhale, back through the center. Exhale, as you peel, let that head go. Really release it. Inhale through. Open the heart. Take a big back bend. Thumbs to the low back. Roll the shoulders. Hug the elbows. Root down into the legs to open the body. Inhale, stretch the arms up. Exhale, sit down into chair. Inhale, open the heart. Exhale, back in. Root down, stretch up. Exhale, forward fold. Lengthen the body up. Soften in, step back with your right leg. Let's walk the hands up onto the front knee. Allow the torso to come forward in a diagonal. So we're really aligned with the slope of the back leg. Take a moment, press into the thigh, feel the belly lift. Keeping yourself strong in the legs, reach those arms up, and we're going to take it all the way into high lunge or crescent pose. As you exhale from the belly, fold over that front leg, reach the arms back behind you. Press down, inhale, bring it all the way up. And exhale, folding forward. Really spread your fingertips, reach right through the tips of your fingers. Open, look up. Exhale as you fold over that front leg. Inhale, one more time coming up. Let's spin the back heel down. Open the arms out wide. Make your way into warrior two. Come down deep into that front thigh. Feel yourself breathing, steady and full. Let's inhale, press the front leg long, reach the body up. As you exhale, hinge in the hips, and we'll come down into triangle. Reach those top fingertips. Inhale, back up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reach up, lengthen the front leg. Exhale as you hinge and reach. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, Virga two. Let's do that one more time. This time as you come into triangle, we'll spend 3 rounds of breath here. So if you need to use your shin for a little support, you're welcome to. Or if you have your external support and that feels good. Or if you want to get a little more active and work on the strengthening, try not to use that bottom arm, really using the sides of the waist, the side bodies to open. One more deep breath in. As you exhale, we'll fold at the heart. Let's take ourselves right inside that front foot. Let your back heel lift. So we'll come into gecko. And again, you can use something to bring yourself up a little higher, if that feels necessary. Give yourself a squeeze with your front thigh. Hug it in towards your body. On your next inhale, we're going to peel open to that front leg. As you exhale, scoop that top arm, and we're going to reach across the other direction. Inhale, open the heart, twisting towards the front leg. Then scoop the space with that top arm like you're scooping something delicious. Like Carrie had us scooping ice cream yesterday. One more time, exhale, scoop through the space. And then bring that hand back inside the front foot. And we'll walk around into straddle. So for this round of straddle, let's take the hands way out in front and then slide back towards your sits bones, slide back towards your seat. So a down dog with the upper body. Legs are strong. If you need to bend your knees, go for it. If not, gently hug your inner thighs towards each other. So kind of draw in. Spread your fingertips. Push a little bit into the hands to lengthen through the spine. See if you can't breathe into your armpits even. Really feel your expansiveness. And we'll bring the hands underneath the shoulders. And let's walk towards the back side of our mat. So we'll reverse our lunge, set those legs nice and steady. Give them a little scissoring action. Draw the legs together as you reach them apart. And we'll walk the hands onto the front thigh. Taking a moment to lean forward. Get strong in those legs. Feel a little lift in the belly. We'll inhale and stretch the arms up. And exhale as we fold right over that front leg. Reach the arms back. Press those palms up. Inhale, back through. And exhale as we lean forward. Sweep it back behind. One more time. Woo, a little wobbly on this side. Inhale, come all the way through. Spin that back heel down. And we'll come into warrior two. Adjust your legs as you need to. Really call upon the strength in that front thigh as you sit deeply into your lunge. On your next inhale, press the front leg long. Reach up. As you exhale, lengthen into triangle. Using those top fingertips, reach through the top fingertips. Press into your feet. Exhale back, warrior two. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, lengthen. Take your time with these transitions. And we'll go one more time. Again, as we come into triangle on the second side, just taking some time to breathe here. Support yourself if you need to. Get stronger if that's feeling good. Either way, breathing into the shape. Let's take one more breath in. As you exhale, fold right down inside that front foot. Let your back heel lift. We'll come into gecko. Lifting yourself a little higher if you need to. Give a squeeze with that front thigh. Really hug it in towards the body. On your next inhale, we'll spiral to the front leg. As you exhale, take that top arm, scoop it across and reach the other way. Inhale as you open. Exhale. Keep hugging the midline with those inner thighs. Keep your legs nice and steady as you move on top. One more time. Stretch through that back heel. And then take the hands inside the front leg. We'll come back through. Straddle. This time, bending your knees, flip your fingertips to point back behind you. With knees bent, we'll walk through. And if you're close enough to the floor, you can rest your head or you can grab your support, unless it's a water bottle. It might not feel so good to press your head on your water bottle, but who knows? Might be just the thing. Using the hands to kind of draw the torso forward. Hands come underneath, back underneath the shoulders. Let's walk back to the front edge of our mats. Plant your hands. Step back to downward facing dog. We'll inhale, come forward to plank. 2 rounds of breath right here. Feel yourself in the stillness. Still breathing. Present. Let the muscles of the legs float you up. As you exhale, your choice, you can chaturanga or melt or half chaturanga. Let's take the arms out in front this time, which I think I almost have space to do here. Drawing the belly in, press your pubic bone down. Let's inhale and lift the upper body. As you exhale, release it down. Inhale, legs lift. Exhale, release it down. So we'll just teeter-totter a couple more times. Inhale, upper body lifts. Inhale, legs lift. Inhale, arms. Exhale as you soften back down. One more time, lift the legs. And on the next breath in, let's lift the arms and the legs up into Shalabhasana or locust pose. Really reaching bright in all directions. So belly is lifting as we're pressing down into that pubic bone. Fingertips are bright, tips of the toes are bright. Soften the corners of your mouth up towards your ears. Because really, are you a locust if you're not a smiling locust? Probably not. Take one more breath to get a little bit brighter, a little bit fuller. As you exhale, release everything down to the mat. Turn your head to the side and just rest. Rest on your belly. You can gently rock your hips nice and heavy from side to side. Just make sure that. Oh, good. Okay, just making sure. And then if you've been rocking, go ahead and come to stillness. And just be present in the stillness. Feel the beautiful ways that your breath is traveling through your body as it rests in stillness. See if there's places in your body that you can't soften a little bit more. Check in with those shoulders. See if you can soften in your jaw a little bit. My experience the last few weeks has been feeling like I'm fine with everything, and then having moments where my body or my track of thoughts reminds me that I'm processing stress. We are all processing a really strange and stressful time. And as much as I'm trying to be present with it all, it kind of sneaks up on me and I'm like, oh my gosh. Whoa, this is really weird. So again, as you come into stillness, allow yourself to be open to whatever shows up. It's all okay. We're all just doing our best. All right, from there, slide your hands underneath your shoulders, please, and make your way back into downward facing dog.
And bending your knees, let's walk the hands back towards your feet. We'll come into our forward fold. If you like doing chair with your feet all the way together, you can right now bring those feet together. If you prefer a little space, leave your feet where they are. We're going to bend the knees. Inhale.
And lift up into Utkatasana. Soften your shoulders, down your back, please. And in fact, let's take the hands to the heart. I'm going to go ahead and bring my feet together because I like that version. So we're going to take our time. We're going to move, but we're going to move slowly and mindfully. Hugging in towards the midline, take a deep breath. As you exhale, we'll slowly twist to the right. Just as slowly, using the sides of the waist, we're going to inhale back through the center. And exhale. Twist to the left. Inhale back through the center. Moving nice and slow. Exhale as you spiral. Inhale through the center. Exhale as you twist. Inhale as you come back through the center. One more time. I'm smiling because as I twist this way, I have the sweetest view. I actually am looking towards Minden and Gardnerville. Hi! So flushing toilets aside, it's a pretty sweet place to practice. So reach your arms up. And let's inhale. Root down, reach up. Big back bend. Push into the feet. Let's take the arms back behind. This time, interlace the fingers, roll your shoulders. Stand really bright. Feel the belly lift gently. And just breathing across the heart, across the shoulders. When I last peeked, I saw that you're here, Claudia. Good morning. Soften those beautiful, strong shoulders of yours. Oh. And let's inhale. Reach up, look up. And as you exhale, bring the hands right down to the heart. And let's again close our eyes. If you'd like, you can place the hands flat on the heart. And just allow yourself to breathe. Feel yourself standing in your fullness, full height, full breadth, full width, exactly as we're meant to be. And as your hands are on your heart here, we'll borrow from Carrie's practice yesterday. Just take a moment and tell yourself, good morning, I love you. And if that was hard to do, go ahead and say it again. Good morning, I love you. Let yourself both give and receive that beautiful blessing. And releasing your hands alongside the body. Go ahead and turn to the wide side of your mat. We're going to take ourselves into our straddle shape with our legs. Again, push down into the feet. Feel yourself lift and lengthen. Inhale as you reach your arms wide. Let's exhale and come into our forward fold. If you need to bend your knees, super duper, do it. If you have a support and you'd like to lift yourself up a little higher, it's actually kind of nice for the next series. So we're going to slide the right hand underneath the nose. As you inhale, we're going to lift the left arm up. As you exhale, thread the needle, reach around towards your right side. Inhale, opening the heart. Exhale again, scoop the space, be active with that gesturing arm. Again, inhale. And exhale as you spiral. And this time as you inhale and open, let's take that top arm and rest it on the hip. Roll the shoulder open. Gently hug the inner thighs towards each other. So we're trying to keep as centered in the legs as we can. Breathe into the space of your belly. On your exhale, take the arm that's on your hip, thread the needle around towards the right, and just take a little twist. And you can rest it on your leg if you can reach your leg or your ankle, or just place it on the mat in front of you. And releasing the twist, bend your knees and just give yourself a little shift from side to side. Let your spine follow that shift. Make it a really big, juicy seaweed sway, as I call it. Like you're a gorgeous piece of seaweed just following the movement of the water around you. Really let that head move from side to side. Free the space of your neck. And then we'll come back into the center. This time, the left hand will come underneath the nose. Soften your knees slightly if you need to. Gently hug in towards the center. We'll inhale as we open to the right. Exhale, spiral towards your left. Inhale, really follow your breath. Let it be about the breath. Your body is only moving because it's breathing. One more time. And the next time you inhale and twist it open, take that top arm, rest it on the hip, roll the shoulder on the back, get long through the spine, open through the heart. Again, if you need a little bend in your knees, go for it. This side for me is feeling a lot tighter today, so I just put a little bend in the knees. You still get full credit for being in yoga today. Nice deep breath through the body, expanding on the inhale, softening as you exhale. And take a deep breath in. Let's reach that top arm. As you exhale, thread the needle, reach around to the other side. And again, hand can be on the ankle, can rest on the knee or the leg, or it can just come onto the mat. And we'll bring the hands underneath the shoulders. And this time, bending your knees in the center. Let's inhale and open into a little cow pose. Exhale as you add a little cat to your straddle. Inhale, opening the heart. And exhaling. Rounding to lift. One more time. Open the front side of the body. Take a nice deep breath in. As you exhale, lift up into the back. And let's walk ourselves back to the front edge of the mat. Planting the hands. Making your way back. Downward facing dog. Ooh, here comes the sun. Yes. Bring it, bring it, bring it, please. Inhale. Let's actually exhale and bend our knees. Stretch way back.
through the sits bones. Get long through that spine. One more time. Lift up into the belly. Round into cat pose within your bent knee dog. Oh my gosh. And press the heels back as we roll the spine forward into plank. One more deep breath in. Really push strong. Be strong in that plank. You got it. As you exhale, soften to the knees. Bring the feet together, knees wide. And we'll slide back into an open kneed child's pose. Let's walk the hands over towards one diagonal. And then back through the center over to the other diagonal. And coming back into the center. Let's bend the elbows. Bring the hands into prayer pose. And as we rest in stillness here, the palms of our hands resting together, just expand your awareness. Feel all of the yogis that you're practicing with this morning. Feel the way that our practice brings us together, whether we're sharing space or whether we're just riding the same waves of breath. Or just practicing with similar intention. Releasing your hands back to your mat, starting at the base of the spine. Let's inhale. Roll ourselves up to seated. We'll come off the feet. And let's take the soles of the feet together. Into Baddha Konasana. Sitting nice and tall. Root down. Feel yourself lift and lengthen. As you exhale, take the length of the spine forward. Keep lengthening, keep reaching with a long spine. And then on your next exhale, go ahead and drape your body forward, rounding the spine, softening across the shoulders. Let your head release as much as you can, easing through the space of your neck. Let's take the hands over towards the right diagonal. And keeping the shoulders soft on the back. From there, we'll take the right hand alongside the right side of the body. Ooh, that sounded crazy. And then just open that top arm. So we're just going to take it to a side bend. It's the easiest way of saying it. Feel yourself root down into your sits bones, breathing through the sides of your body. Soften your top shoulder. Inhale, look up as that arm opens, and we take ourselves all the way up to seated. Hands release to the ankles, sit tall, big breath in. As you exhale, fold forward, long spine. On your next exhale, round the body forward.
walk over. Take the hands towards the left diagonal. Feel your opposite sits bones sink towards the mat. Ease across the space of the shoulders. And then continuing to walk towards your left, we'll open the body. Take that right arm up overhead. Nice long side bend. If you need to, you can come up a little bit to get a little longer and then soften back in. And inhale, look up as you bring that arm all the way up. Let's just take a moment, bringing the hands to the heart in Baddha Konasana. Feel yourself sit tall. The muscles around the eyes are softening. Tongue rests easy in the mouth. Releasing the hands back behind. Let's go ahead and come into modified Matsyasana. So we'll soften to the elbows. Feeling the elbows right underneath the shoulders. Inhale to lift your heart. And keep lifting in the heart. If it feels good to you to release your head back behind you, you're welcome to. If that's too much, keep the focus forward, keep your heart lifting. Big breath right across the front of the shoulders, across the space of the heart. We'll slowly bring that focus up. If your head was released, take the elbows wide, roll yourself down onto your mat. And go ahead and take one hand rested on the space of the heart and your other hand on your low belly. As you exhale, we'll release the hands. Let's take the hands to the outside of the knees and draw your knees in. Hug them in towards your body. Give yourself a little rock from side to side or draw some circles with your knees. And then bringing your hands to your knees, go ahead and wag your tail from right to left. Just let that pelvis shift from side to side and let your shins kind of swing with that action. You may even feel your head start to move from side to side. I always think of my dad's dog Rosie when I do this because she gets so excited that the wag of her tail moves through her whole body. She folds in half. She gets so excited. She's a little boxer, very boxer thing to do. Oh goodness. All right, let's take the feet to the mat and come into bridge pose. So with the knees bent, feet firmly planted, let's inhale and come up. And you can choose the placement of the arms, tucking the arms underneath you or just pressing them right alongside you. You can take the arms up. Find the variation that suits you this morning. Feel yourself even on your feet. Push down into your feet. And feel the slope of the thighs, that forward high diagonal slope. Feel energy lifting up towards that diagonal through the front of the thighs. And as
the thighs and the knees are reaching forward and up, let your head gently press back behind you. And you can stay here in the center, or if you'd like, you can heel toe your feet over towards one side. So your shoulders and your head are where they have been. You're just adding that C curve to the spine. And then heel toe back through the center. Take it to the other side. Press down, lift up. And we'll come back into the center. Inhale, lift a little higher. Release across your shoulders if your arms are tucked. And we'll slowly roll down one vertebra at a time. Let's take the arms out to a T or to cactus. We'll lift the shins so that they're parallel with the ceiling, with the sky. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, let's let the knees fall over towards the left. Adjust as you need to get the most from your twist. Feel your shoulders falling heavy back behind you. Inhale, and we'll bring the knees through the center. Follow your exhale over to the other side. Again, adjust your legs as you need to. Let those shoulders fall back heavy behind you. You can turn your head to look away. And let's inhale. And bring your knees back through the center. Stretching the legs up. Let's flex the feet. Turn the legs out as you come into happy baby. Drawing the knees together. Give yourself a tight squeeze. Take a few moments if there's anything else that you need to be comfortable in Shavasana. You can take a full body stretch. You can take a little banana from side to side. You can put your socks on. Or make a support for under your knees. But just beginning to make your way into Shavasana. So as you settle back on your mat and allow yourself to rest heavy, oh my goodness. So finding the quiet, that is definitely, I mentioned at the start of class, I have a dog who can't hear very well at this point and has a very, very loud bark, and he tends to bark a lot. And my husband has a very deep, very loud voice,
anybody that's met him, it's one of the first things, like, wow, it's got a very, and so needless to say, my son is not soft-spoken. So hopefully as you find quiet, that isn't resonating too much into your practice, but just allow yourself to find your breath and really ride the waves of your breath as you soften back. So I found a poem by Pablo Neruda that I thought I would share that seemed appropriate for these times, but now that I'm looking at it, I'm giggling to myself because it's very appropriate to this situation in my house this morning. It's called Keeping Quiet. Now we will count to 12 and we will all keep still. For once on the face of the earth, let's not speak in any language. Let's stop for a second and not move our arms so much. It would be an exotic moment without rush, without engines. We would all be together in a sudden strangeness. Fishermen in the cold sea would not harm whales, and the men gathering salt would not look at his hurt hands. Those who prepared green wars, wars with gas, wars with fire, victories with no survivors, would put on clean clothes and walk about with their brothers in the shade, doing nothing. What I want should not be confused with total inactivity. Life is what it is about. I want no truck with death. If we were not so single-minded about keeping our lives moving, and for once could do nothing, perhaps a huge silence might interrupt the sadness of never understanding ourselves and of threatening ourselves with death. Perhaps the earth can teach us, as when everything seems dead and later proves to be alive. Now I will count up to 12, and you keep quiet, and I will go. Being gentle with yourself, bringing some small movements to your fingers and your toes. Find some deep breaths. And take your time as you transition back to seated. know as I've been practicing with Carrie and Taylor at home, this is usually the part where I feel a really strong draw of like, okay, dishes need to be done, or I need to get into the next, so really, just as you do in class, let yourself have the next few moments. The dishes will be there. Most likely, they'll still be there. Really let yourself ease back into your seat. And we'll take our hands to our hearts as you come back to your seat. And once again, return to that place of gratitude, whatever it was that you identified at the start of your practice as something that you are truly grateful for. And bring yourself back to the person that you dedicated your practice to. Or the group of people or whoever it is that you feel could use some extra love, some extra light. Hold that person or those people in your heart space. And in your mind's eye, imagine them surrounded by health, surrounded by wellness, and completely enveloped in loving kindness. And offer a similar blessing to yourself. Surrounding yourself with health, with wellness, with loving kindness. All right, and let's weave our voices together one more time. Chanting Om, drawing a deep breath in. Thank you all so much for being present, for sharing your practice, for sending the vibration of your practice beyond. Many blessings today. Enjoy your weekend. Lots and lots of love here from my little crazy casa to yours. Namaste. I will tell them, Carrie. Thank you. Pretty good. Not too bad. And I was saying mean things about my dog barking, and he was so quiet and so sweet. He's such a good boy. Thanks, everyone.